Is this a bus for me? Thank you. What up? Today we're gonna head to the pyramids of Mexico City. Sounds dope. See you guys soon. Our first stop of the tour was the Tatelolco. It was built by both the Aztecs and the Tatelolco tribes. Tatelolco stands in the middle of what is called nowadays as the Plaza de Tres Cultures, square of the three cultures where three cultures of Mexican history blend. The square of the three cultures was completed in 1966 by the architect Mario Payne. During the conquering of Mexico by the Spanish, they would destroy these cultural pyramids, and with the stones they would rebuild churches, since the Spanish thought that religion could be a big part of conquering Mexico.
So the first convents, this is one of the first convents, this is a church and convent Franciscan, were used to teach the natives the language and also the religion. Also, they will use this one as a hospital. Hospitals nowadays, you get there to get cured. But in that time, you get there to die, were your last days. So the Spaniards brought many diseases that we were not familiar with them. So the natives has medicine, but not for these diseases like the syphilis, chicken pox. 80% of the natives died. So that helped a lot with for the conquest.
On October 2nd, 1968, 10 days before the start of the 1968 Summer Olympics, a tragic incident happened of more than 300 student protesters killed by the Mexican army and police, since they felt that the government was using the people's taxes to show off to the rest of the world by the display of the Olympic Games, rather than helping with the local infrastructures. Now we're getting onto the bus again and going to the next stop.
Keep going round in circles, running back this track again.
Alright, what is going on? This is the second stop. Our next stop was the Basilica of Our Lady Guadalupe. It is a Roman Catholic church. It is an aspect of the Virgin Mary who appeared to Saint Juan Diego. But before that, how could I not buy a Mexican street necklace? I think I got ripped off. I just got my first chain right over here. Paid 100 pesos for that though. An old tale goes like this. Juan Diego was walking between his village and Mexico City. When Lady Guadalupe appeared, she told him to build a church at this site. Therefore, Juan Diego rushed to the Spanish bishop. The bishop did not believe him, but asked for a sign to prove his point. The Virgin appeared to Juan Diego again and told him to gather roses. And when Juan presented the roses to the bishop, the roses fell to his feet, and miraculously, an image of the Virgin was imprinted onto his apron. During the stay there was also these local people which offered food to me. I think it was an everyday week gathering thing. Alright guys, muchas gracias. Thank you so much. I love your food.
Welcome.
You want hugs? Alright, thank you man. Peace out. Later. Thank you, bye.
Again, right back where we started, like a broken record. This all seems.
Alright, we are here on the third location, which is like our main location at the pyramids of Mexico City. At the pyramids of Mexico City, maybe.
come this way, let me explain to you a little bit about what we produce here, which is with this plant. This plant is known as maguey. This maguey, it's an agave plant, and this is the strongest agave that Mexico has. This agave produces the first paper that my ancestors had before. It's pretty. Here's one inside and one outside. It's exactly the same thing. The outside part produces the first soap or the first shampoo, however you want to call it. Yes, sir. This soap or shampoo, it's known as shishi, and it's a family of the aloe vera. I don't know if you. My ancestors found something else from the tip. The tip it was used as one of the first weapons that they had before. It's pretty dangerous, as you guys can see, but they cut it off like this. And after they cut off the tip, then they fold it like this, cut off the sides as well. Once they did all this, my friends, then they pulled out the first thread to create their clothing. This is known as ishle, or cactus fibers, or agave fibers, and it's the first needle and the thread, ready for them to create a lot of clothes. Amigos, I will pass this around for you guys. Take it. If you have an emergency at the airport, you may use it as well. Guys, styles that I will show you in a minute. But they are already mixed with cotton, acrylics, or different other threads. Put the honey water into a fermentation process for about 24 or 28 hours. Then you get what we know as pulque. Pulque, my friends, is considered as the first alcoholic drink that my ancestors had before. It's not really alcoholic. It has about 3 to 5%. But we consider it here in town as a Mexican Viagra. Maybe that's where we only 130 million Mexicans. Amigos, first of all, we have the black obsidian. The black obsidian is something like this one right here. It allows you to see yourself through. It's the first pre-Hispanic mirror that they had. But also, my friends, allows you to see the sun through with no problem. Look, guys, you're going to grab this mirror just like I did and stare directly to the sunlight, my friends.
You can see the sun.
No, miss, you're doing it. Or gray obsidian, however you want to call it, something like this one. After the gray or silver obsidian, then we find what my ancestors had as money. This is known as the gold obsidian. The gold obsidian is this amazing stone. You can see
my god.
Guys, the gold obsidian, it was the most valuable of all the obsidians. Nowadays, it's the most expensive. And after all, we find the rainbow obsidian. Look. The rainbow obsidian has the rainbow colors inside the same stone. This one has the shape of one heart. Sometimes the stone comes out like this naturally. Sometimes we need to make it that way. Amigos, with the rainbow obsidian, it's the hardest one to find. It's only comes out into very smallest pieces. Nothing compared to the rest of the pieces, the obsidian. Guys, with the obsidian, they did a lot of arrowheads, weapons like this, white laces, knives, and different other things. But they also create this masterpiece. This piece is known as tonatiuh. Tonatiuh, it's representing the sun god or the protector of the family. This piece right here, amigos, it's in the Anthropology Museum in Mexico City, or in the middle of the Aztec calendar. This one is a pulque. Remember, the pulque is used from the plant after the fermentation process. My friends, you repeat after me. Arriba.
Arriba.
Out loud, my friends. Arriba.
Arriba.
Abajo.
Abajo.
Al centro.
Al centro.
Nos muevo.
Nos vemos. Oh, okay.
Yes, guys, first is gonna be the lime, then the tequila. But let me show you what kind of tequila you're about to try. Doesn't burn your throat, doesn't give you pain in your stomach, and doesn't make a promise you won't do it again. Okay, my friends? Salud, amigos. Cheers.
Cheers.
Our final stop before heading home was the pyramids of Mexico, Teotihuacan.
Ugh. Alright, what is going on, y'all? We are at the pyramids right now. And the two pyramids, like really big pyramids. Yo, these are freaky ass stairs. I'm good. Oh, nah.
Almost free.
Huh?
Almost free.
Free?
Almost free.
Almost free.
Yeah, no free.
No free. No free. We are at the pyramids. Woot woot. This is the pyramid of the moon. We're gonna go up there. Let's see.
located 40 kilometers northeast of Mexico City. Teotihuacan translates to the place of the gods. Nobody knows who built the pyramids, but the Aztecs found it when it was already abandoned and claimed it to be their new home and civilization. The pyramids used to have houses, but since it was built with wood, it did not stand the challenge of time.
Alright, we're about to hike the Sun Pyramid. It is this big. Feeling confident. A lot of ancient history here. This is used for human sacrifices and jaguar sacrifices. Alright, we still have like 2 more staircases. But we made it up here. This is already like halfway, more than halfway. Oh my gosh. Camila's like doing nothing. You okay? I made it up here, yo. It was not easy, but I did. The view from here is like amazing. Take the photo? Alright, what is going on? My camera just died, but I'm gonna record on my phone now. Took a lot of pictures with this pyramid, and we did the biggest pyramid that there was, the Sun Pyramid. Now we're heading down. Back to civilization. See you guys in a bit. Goodbye.
Keep going round in circles, running back this track again, right back where we started, like a broken record. This all seems
What is
What? The pipe.
I know.
This is the stone, the quartz.
The quartz?
It's all handmade.
For marijuana?
Marijuana. Everything.
Yeah, smoke.